We're live. All right. Starting early. Just because we're going to be playing Atari Lynx games. We got a lot of games to go through. And I'm up. And I'm ready. You know, why not? A little sick. But why not stream for 3 hours instead of 2? You know? Just saying. All right, 8 in the morning. Unbelievable. Let me just make sure everything's working. All right. Man. And I gotta say, unfortunately, For millions of years, the kings ruled the land in peace and prosperity against the minions of darkness. Suddenly, the creatures of destruction took over these nations and plunged the world into eternal evil. Now, after 10,000 years... Okay. Well, we get it. So, I guess, I should point out that we're just going to be playing... Well, first of all, I should point out that this emulator, unfortunately, the sound isn't that great on a lot of the games. You can hear it, it's kind of glitchy and sputtery, which is a shame. Getting earlier, yep, I was already ready to roll, and we're just going to be playing a ton of Atari Lynx games, so I figured, why not start now, get a little jump on it, stream for like an extra hour, especially considering our last live stream was cut short by issues, so... Just get right into it. Oh, come on. Man, it's been a long time since I played some of these games. Oh my god. Well, that's not very nice. Did I run out of time? I must have ran out of time. Oh, one hit kill. Oh boy. Yes. Yeah, you know, lame movie or not, somebody does own that movie, and if they wanna protect their own property, you know, I can't really, I'm not gonna say it's their fault. It was very weird. Morning, Sarah O'Connor. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I took a risk on watching a movie that wasn't public domain, and you know, what bothered me more was the fact that it kept doing weird things even after we weren't watching the movie anymore. That bothered me more than anything else. So this, when I got, I should say, the first time I ever played an Atari Lynx was, my cousin got one, and I remember we were kids, and we were at some family function, and he brought his, and this was the game that he had with him, was Rygar. So to me, this is like the Super Mario Brothers of the Lynx. This is like the launch. To me, this is like the launch title, even though it wasn't. I don't think it was packed in with the system. My brain always associates it with like kind of being the pack-in game, whether or not that's true, if that makes sense. So had to start the stream with some Rygar. And again, it's too bad the emulator. It's too bad the sound is so effed up. Oh, there we go. See, that's the thing, is it's real unreliable. And certain things will mess with the audio. Actually, but now it's sounding nice. Maybe actually crank it up a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I didn't have, like, as a kid, I didn't have a Game Boy. This was my system. This was my handheld. Even though I was pretty diehard Nintendo. I was also kind of diehard Atari, because we had an Atari 400 when I was a kid. And my, like, my best friend at the time, as a kid, had an Atari 2600. So we were, like, steeped in just as much old Atari stuff as we were, like, the new Nintendo stuff. So when this came out, you know, it was so exciting to have a new Atari system. Even if it was just a handheld. I still think this is a great system. Super underrated. Leave me alone, dude. No. Oh, thank God. Oh, God, we're about to run out of time. No time. Okay, we're right here. Okay. Woo! Just had to change your name. What was it again? It was like nerdy chick. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it was a little, it was a little something, right? Oh my God. Okay, there we go. I like Sarah O'Connor because it's sort of like... It's like Irish Terminator. This is Rygar. So we're just going to be playing a bunch of Atari Lynx games today. And actually, this will probably be just based on... Because I kind of want to play, like, most of the Atari Lynx games that there ever were. So, oh my God. One hit kill. But, is there no pause? Okay. Ooh. Back off. You know, it's a really simple game, but I do love it. Back off. Back off. Did you try any Amiga emulators? I tried a few ones, but I couldn't figure out how to put the ROMs. No, I never played really any Amiga stuff back in the day, so I've never been I've never really been motivated to try getting an emulator working. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh, hell yeah. Boom. So yeah, not necessarily Rygar. Rygar, you know, a lot of different versions of Rygar exist across. Oh, come on. I mean, that was my fault. That comes down to user error. But Rygar, what is the matter with me? But like I was gonna say, a lot of what am I supposed to do there? Well, there I go. I love the graphics. And then they just throw a little music sting at the end. Do 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 do. All right, we're gonna have to start again. Legendary Warrior. It's like it was heavier than it's the of the three. It's the heaviest. It definitely had a little more heft than the Game Gear because it was just a little bulkier. Here. I've got mine right here. You can kind of tell it's a little bigger than a Game Gear. Do I have my Game Gear? Here. I guess they're about the same size, but the Lynx definitely has the thickness. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely got a little more. I don't know how to line them up, but it's similar. And this is the well, I mean, he took me up to. I think he took me to the afterlife. I don't think he took me up to heaven. So let me see. The Game Gear had 6 batteries. So I guess they were probably right about the same with when they're all loaded up. My Game Gear is in a... I would love to, at some point, get a refurbished Game Gear. Because I have only been able to find ones that are sort of on their way out. But, in any case, yeah, I would say it's definitely got the Lynx definitely has a thicker body. And I think it's probably a little heavier. But yeah, you definitely weren't going to be putting it in your back pocket. I remember watching screen caps from Total Recall, Darkman, RoboCop 2, and they looked way better than the PC versions. Well, I do know, like, I never played any Amiga games, but, I mean, the Amiga in its day did have very impressive graphics. No! So yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna... Oops. I looked away from the screen for a second. I don't know how long we're gonna spend on each game. We're just gonna have I'm just not even paying attention. Yeah, I can't think of I did find... I think I have it right here. Somewhat recently, I found this Atari Lynx game. Super Squeak. I've never played it, never owned it before, but it is factory sealed in its box. And I found this. I think maybe at like a Savers, like, you know, kind of a Goodwill style thrift store. But this is the only Lynx related thing I have ever found out thrifting. It's cool that it's like factory sealed. What's super sad is when I had my Atari Lynx, I had saved all the boxes, the instruction manuals, the posters that came inside. I saved all of that stuff. And like, I wasn't a big save in the box kind of a kid like my Nintendo games. I just threw the boxes away. But I saved all those Atari Lynx boxes, and then sometime in my probably early 20s or something, we were like spring cleaning, and I was just like, what, you know, these boxes are just wasting space. And I think they were, I don't remember. But I remember just being like, oh, like, why waste all the space for these boxes? And I threw them away. And now looking back, it's like, that was just the biggest mistake I could have made. All right. I'm trying to mentally go through some of these games as like, yeah, that box is like in basically mint condition. It's a little, it's kind of a little caved in, but not really. Just a little bit. It looks like it's the tension of the shrink wrap has kind of squeezed it in just a little bit, but otherwise it's in incredibly good shape. We'll have to play this game on the emulator here today. I have never played this game. I have no idea what it is. All right, I think it's time for a little Blue Lightning, another game that was one of my first... hopefully we can get the sound. Yes. I love... the music in some of these games brings me back more than anything else. And I mean, come on, like, you were going up against, you know, original Game Boy graphics, and then you saw this, like in your hands on a handheld was just incredible. Look at the ground scaling. Ugh, I love it. I played so much Blue Lightning. I think, like, I can't even remember. Blue Lightning was definitely the first game that I got with my Lynx. So I just played a ton of this. Incoming. Oh, here they come. Ooh. So yeah, like I said, I'm not necessarily going to play each game for a super long time. I just want to give the flavor of as many games as I can, and then spend more time on, I think, the games that deserve to get played a little bit more. Where are these people? Come on. More incoming. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm getting too high. Gotta bring it back down to the ground. This is where I fight people. This is where I excel. On the ground. Man, oh man. How's everybody's weekend been so far? Used to call your dad's station wagon Blue Lightning. Damn. Good. Oh my God, enemy missiles. Oh my God. Oh my God. Prepare to land. Alright, we're doing it. Your 5-day weekend? Oh my God, I am jealous. What kind of wrestling did you go see? Did you go just see like a indie promotion, or is WWE blowing through your town? What'd you go see? Indie promotion? Hell yeah. We've got a couple good indie promotions in my neck of the woods. And since I live in Minnesota, we've got a lot of old school guys from the 70s and 80s especially. A lot of old AWA guys are in town, so they always show up at a lot of these little indie promotions, which is cool. It's fun going to like a bar downtown and seeing some fun wrestling, but then, you know, Baron Von Raschke will be there, or Eddie Sharkey, or shoot, what's his name? The Axe. I can't think of his real name now. He just passed away. But he would come to shows quite a bit. Greg Gagne, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. A lot of those old school guys, they all hang out in town, so. And they're not opposed to making a few $100 for showing up to a bar and saying hi to a few people, you know? Woo! It is getting a little hairy here. Oh my god. No! Come on, people. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez. Just destroying me. The girl brought out a trash bag full of VHS tapes. Lots of body slams on the. Oh, that would kind of hurt. It would almost be like when you step on Legos. Oh, that would be funny. I've never seen that at a wrestling show. I gotta say that. I've never seen VHS tapes used as a weapon. She must have just gone to Goodwill and was like, well, what can I get for cheap that we can break? What am I supposed to do about this? Jeez. No, I'll tell you what. I mean, this week has just mostly sucked because of work. It's just been insanely busy. Every day, I worked, I think, over 60 hours this week, and it's just nonstop. Hopefully hopefully, now next week will be still busy, but way less busy than this last week, and then the next week we'll kind of go back down. But YouTube's, I was thinking about it, and I was trying to figure out why we kept getting in trouble even after we weren't watching the movie anymore. And I almost wonder, if it was because of the title of the stream had the name of the movie, and, I was trying to think about that. So I'm going to start trying, look, when we watch a movie, the stream is just going to be called, Public Domain Movie Night. And I won't reference the movie we're watching, none of that. And I'll leave it till after the stream's over. I'll change the name to, reflect the name of the movie so it's more searchable and that kind of stuff. But, for the live stream, because, for the most part, we all, I was trying, how to put it, it's cool if people find it after the fact, but, most people don't find the stream while the stream's going on. So the stream's more about, all of us who are already here, and then hopefully we can, you know, kind of pull more people in, bring more people under the tent. But I think if we sort of guard the live stream a little bit more by making it a little more vague, making it harder to detect, you know, automatically and that kind of stuff, we'll see. But that's my kind of running theory right now, is that's why the stream was extra getting onto the no list, even after we were totally doing stuff, like we weren't doing anything wrong anymore, and it was still giving us weird like auto detect stuff. And by the way, I didn't realize until afterwards, somebody made a comment on the live stream. I didn't realize when YouTube would automatically disable it, I didn't realize that it was still recording me. So even though if you were watching live, you just saw that, like, you know, stream has been disabled or whatever, whatever that screen was, you saw that. But if people watched it after the fact, watched the video of it, they didn't see that. They saw me. Groovy, welcome. So it's weird. I'm so tired. Watch 10 hours of Dark Crystal. Did Dark Crystal come out? I didn't realize it was coming out that fast. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing with my Monday. Oh, Groovy, I decided, like, I'm still going to go till 11. I'll still go to my normal time, but I decided I was kind of ready to roll. And I figured since the last live stream got cut off a little early, I decided to just start. So you're not missing out on anything. We'll still go till our normal time. But yeah, I was just saying that the live stream that got disabled on Wednesday, I didn't realize it, but anybody who was watching afterwards, yeah, the new Dark Crystal, the newest trailer looked like really got me emotional, so I'm super excited about it. But yeah, it was funny. Someone's like, Brian looks so sad. Like, I feel so bad. He looks so sad at the end of the video. And I was like, I don't think I looked sad, like, when I was on screen. And then I looked back and it was like, you could totally, when the live stream was disabled, you could totally see me during that time. And I did kind of look like I was sitting like this, like that. Like, I was just kind of sitting there waiting for something. I was more bored, but it came across sad. So yeah, we'll experiment. We'll experiment with the live streams. Make sure we're not running afoul of YouTube anymore, as best we can. Maybe just yeah. There was definitely some very disappointed running through my brain. But also, like, in that moment, I was waiting for the stream to come back. So really, it was me getting bored staring at, like, a blank screen going, like, okay, when does this go away? Like, why is this happening? Oh, God. Oh, my God. These levels are getting intense. I don't remember... Oh, that's why I've been hitting the wrong button. I've been trying to shoot missiles, and I haven't been shooting any missiles. And now I know why. Because I was hitting the wrong button. Thank you for the hugs, Tony, by the way. But it was what it was. I really didn't think. I thought that movie was such an obscure, weird little movie. That who's gonna, like, set up YouTube to auto-detect that movie? But apparently the filmmakers did. Because I did actually, after the live stream was over, I did get an actual specific notice from YouTube about the specific content and what it matched up to, and it was from the actual filmmakers, and it was automatically matching up to the master file of the movie or whatever, however it worded it. So once again, I just want to say, you know, someone makes a movie, it is 100% within their right to defend their ownership of that movie. And I'm bummed that, you know, I thought it was something we could just have fun with and sneak by with, but I don't blame, like, I 100% understand where the filmmakers or the whatever studio owns the movie, I get it. And I hold no ill will towards them, or, you know, them defending their own property. Good Lord. When are we going to get through this level? We need to restock our missiles. We are completely out of missiles. Oof. Oh my God. Come on. Like, if you were playing frickin', you know, obviously nothing against the Game Boy. I love the Game Boy, but man, if you were playing Castlevania Adventure on your little smeary green screen, and then the kid next to you was playing this on his Atari Lynx, like, I'm just saying, this was to, you know, to use terminology of the day, like, this was so mint. I gotta say, I played a lot of Blue Lightning back in the day. I do not remember it being this intense. In the clouds. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We gotta be getting through it here. We gotta be getting close to the end. I have no missiles left. I mean, right now we're just running on pure gumption. Ooh. And you have to steer to aim, so it's like, I don't want to steer into the missiles to shoot at them. Oof. I got a little lucky on that one. We probably won't play Blue Lightning for too much longer. We got a lot of good games to play. But Blue Lightning really brings me back. I played so much of this game as a kid. Yeah, this was, you know, I guess I don't know really even what the equivalent would be for, like, bits. You know, if this is in I mean, obviously, I would say it's a beyond an 8-bit system. The Lynx really isn't comparable to a lot of other systems. Like, there's not a lot of systems you can directly compare it to, because obviously a lot of its graphics, it could do, the way Super Nintendo could sort of scale sprites, the Lynx clearly has that sort of, like, sprite scaling capabilities, and you'll see it in a lot of games. It's, used, either a lot or a little, but most games have a little bit of, like, cool sprite scaling kind of stuff going on. Death Prevails, good morning. What did you say? The monotone sound effect is booty? I will say this: Blue Lightning has great music in the intro, but not much. Hold on, we're gonna listen to that music one more time here. Can I just reset the cartridge? Yeah, right here. Get ready for it. Oh, you're... There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, so good. So good. All right. Let's see. What game do we want to play next? Face looks so clean cut. I did shave. My facial hair was hitting that awkward short phase. And I didn't want to push through it because I'm going to have to shave to do some Stan VHS quickie reviews sometime soon, so figured keep it clean, keep it keep it underneath that awkward phase, keep it below it. Let's play, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. There's a lot of bad games for the Lynx too, so they're, it's not all hits. Let's play. It had a really interesting version of Double Dragon. Let's play that. Now, hopefully, there we go. I was gonna say, hopefully we can get the sound working nicely on this game, because ooh yeah. Okay, we'll do game mode normal, difficulty easy, right up my alley. Boom! Now come on, this is amazing. Look at this. Where's my girl? I was just putting a new coat of wax on my street rod. Where'd she go? Oh, you jerk. Now, this is one of those cases, there are a lot of games that, I think you could say this with a lot of systems, but I notice it with the Lynx. There's a lot of games that look really great, but don't play that great. There's a lot of games that don't look that great, but they're a ton of fun, great games. And then occasionally you hit games that, have best of both worlds, or have the worst of both worlds. Double Dragon, I would say, this is one of those, I think it looks amazing, but it plays like a butt. Plays like a butthole. It's slow, it's really unresponsive. Nightmare mode. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. I always like games that have to give you the, like, you need to keep moving. If you stand for 2 seconds. Okay, bing, bing. Bing, bing. It's time to go. I love that little move where they gear up to do a flying kick. Like he goes, watch. If I can make him do it. Maybe he'll only do it if there's like a guy to hit. There it was. He goes, can I go up this ladder? I can. Who wants to get punched? Who's up here wants to get punched? Huh? No one? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh la la. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a little boxed in here, guys. What good does that do? Oh my god. Oh. Can I get the whip? I can't get the whip. They won't leave me alone for 2 seconds. Wait, there's the bat. Yes. Up. There we go. Come at me. Bing. Bing. Alright, we're doing this. Oh, you got a knife? Whoo! Okay. Why do you do that? Why do you do that flying butt move? Whoop! It's like his fart launched him into the air. That move doesn't help. This game doesn't require a jump that isn't also an attack. Like, if you have a flying kick, you gotta, like, that's the jump. Delivery. I'm your Amazon delivery guy. Where am I going? Do I have to climb? Can I yep. Oh my god, they've got me boxed in. Oh my god, I think I just made him give me a blowjob. This game would not fly nowadays. Back up. Oh, you son of a... You don't get to use the flying, the powered flying kick on me. I'm gonna use one on you. How did I do it again? I think I hit up. Yeah. Up. Boys like that. Ooh, this guy got smart. Happy learned how to putt. Can I do that and, like, actually... See? Like, flying kick doesn't help if I can only do it when I'm jumping up. gotta be a way. So do you have Atari Lynx from when you're a kid, or no? Yes, my Atari Lynx is from my childhood. This bad boy right here, I've had since, God, I don't remember, 90, early 90s, 91, 92, somewhere in there. Say when it's manufactured. It doesn't. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, like, I can't place, like, what grade I was in. That's usually how I can judge when I got things, but I do still have my Atari Lynx carrying case with all my games. Got a frickin' bajillion games. This is what they look like. They're little... Here. For the curious, they are little, slim little cards, almost like if you remember the TurboGrafx 16 cards or games. They're just thin little cards, which I think is pretty cool. You know, it was neat to see something like slim, slender. Kind of made you realize, you know, basically what's in this slim little card is the same exact thing that's in, I mean, just noticing my sweet-ass Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. I'm not going to lie. I was at a guy's little vintage shop. It's not really a shop, but it's like one of those, I know a guy who knows a guy. And I was going, it's the guy I got all the movie posters from. Evil That Men Do. This sick Elvira video store poster. But I was there looking through his stuff because he had all these posters and all this stuff. And I was there. He had a couple things that I wanted to get my wife for her birthday. Ninja Gaiden. But I was looking through all the stuff, and he goes, "Hey, do you like wrestling?" What? He goes, "Do you like wrestling?" And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I love wrestling." And he goes, "Oh, here, you can have this." So I got vintage, brand, like never worn, Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt for free. The guy just like threw it at me. Because I guess he's not into wrestling, and he doesn't know anything about wrestling. And not to say like he didn't know that there was value to it, but I was also buying a bunch of other stuff from him, and it's just not something he's excited about, so he was just like, "Oh, here you go." So, yeah, super cool. But yeah, my Atari Lynx is from, and I should point this out, if I have it up here. Yeah. Because eventually down the road, because one of the Atari Lynx's big features was they had Connect cables, and you could link up and play multiplayer games. I think, and I mean, the Game Boy did that too, but you could link multiple Lynxes up and play against each other. So I did eventually, down the road, get a second Atari Lynx so that my friends could play some multiplayer games. And I only have a couple, because you'd also have to have multiple copies of the game, and obviously It was already expensive. Although I think when I got the second one, the Lynx was starting to go under. So I think the second one I actually got for super cheap back in the day. It was still new, but I got it for cheap. Um, but there's a couple really like Gauntlet was a really great multiplayer game. Um, yeah, the shirt where his arms are rattlesnakes. That one is awesome. Um, California Games is a great multiplayer game. Xenophobe is a great multiplayer game. Todd's Adventures in Slime World is probably the greatest game on the Lynx period, but it was also a really great multiplayer game because it was you could actually play like up to 8-player death matches, like multiplayer death matches. And that's the other thing. I can't remember. The games do say on them, like on this super squeak, you can see at the bottom it says for 1 to 2 players. I think there were lots of 4-player games. Do you remember the Stone Cold shirt that had the beer on it? I had that one. The Stone Cold shirt that had the beer on it. I don't remember. That I can't recall. But yeah. I might be maybe they didn't go up to 8 players. I can't remember now. But I remember I know at least 4 of us played Todd's Adventures in Slime World because my a few of my cousins also had Atari Lynxes, so it was like that was like the only other people I ever knew who ever had a Lynx. No. There we go. At least the sound does work, even if it's finicky. At least it works eventually. Like we have ways of getting it to work. That's good. Back off. Give me the knife. This is my knife. You're going to get stabbed. I don't care if you're ripped or you're pretty. You're gonna get stabbed. Oh. I need that whip. Oh my god. Oh, the sound is getting a little funky. Oop. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Something went wrong with the web page I was displaying. So maybe nothing bad happened on your guys' side. Check 1, check 2. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Are people seeing this? Skip ahead to the live broadcast. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that was. Streamlabs just seemed to kind of crap out. Well, first, yeah, something went weird because Chrome stopped displaying the web page, and then Streamlabs crapped out. Interesting. Oh, because, I mean, you know, we gotta have some problems, right? All right, let's play. Oh, yeah, this. Let's play Dirty Larry. I remember.